Hi, well, good morning. It's Thursday morning and it's the 28th of July. So I thought today what I would do is I'd give you a little bit of a chat about something that I think is very, very, very important to development as a person. And it's a technique that I learnt fairly well. I knew about it, but I didn't actually put it into practice, should I say that, until fairly recently. And the reason I put it into practice was because I was listening to a discussion with Tony Robbins, and he said that one of the things that we all do is we say we know something, and then even though we say we know it, we don't put it into practice. And this rang true with me, and I thought, this guy's right, as he is in a lot of things, because I say that I know about this particular technique, and yet I don't do it. And so it seemed that the logical thing to do was to say I know it and I do it. So what I'm talking about is actually what he terms giving yourself the edge. I prefer to talk about it as giving yourself a little bit of an advantage, giving yourself the little bit of something extra that other people that we all know don't have. First of all, you have to believe that you can change. And once you believe that you can change, you have to make that change a must. No two ways about it. If you carry on doing what you've always done, the results that you're going to get are the same. But when you make that change a must, then you will do whatever is necessary to make and affect those changes. So you're working towards then giving yourself the advantage. Now, how do you do it? Well, first of all, what you have to do in any progression thing in my world anyway, is that you have to show that you are grateful. You've got to express gratitude, because the people that have helped you, and not just physical people, but people, if you tend to believe this in spirit, or if you believe in God or whatever, but the people that have helped you through your life so far, you have to show that you're grateful. So you have to acknowledge this gratitude. The next thing is that you have to also be very clear, and I know I bang on about focus and all that sort of thing, but you have to have a very clear picture of where you're going in this life, what you want to achieve. And once you have that clear picture, you can actually make journeys and put things in place that will take you towards that. Thirdly, to give yourself the advantage, and this is the one that I've actually now started to put into place, is you have to be up before everybody else. And that's not just a glib saying. This technique works the best first off in the day, because it sets you up for the day. It gives you a tingly feeling to know that you've done something to move forwards in your day and to give you the advantage over the rest of the day. So I believe now, and do it all as a matter of course, that you should have a period of exercise. And then after the period of exercise, you do a warm down. So how does it physically work? Well, first of all, I spend a short period of time, and it can be 3 or 4 minutes, just mentally and sometimes actually literally saying, I'm grateful for. And what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for my wife, grateful for my lovely children, grateful for the fantastic grandchildren that I've got, grateful for the car, grateful for the caravan, grateful for having a job, grateful for being a coach, grateful for living in a part of the world that a lot of people are very, very envious of, grateful of the fact that I can take holidays abroad at least once a year, that my job affords me to travel a lot. And so I've got lots to be grateful for, and acknowledging that it helps it carry on and grow. So having done that, very clear about where I'm going. Well, I'm totally clear about where I'm going. I know about my radio work, I know about my broadcast work, I know about my photography, I know that my coaching practice is going to build, and since I've been doing this, opportunities have come along that I never even expected. So I'm focused, I know where I'm going. The exercise side of things, well, some mornings I ride my exercise bike, some mornings I go out for a walk, but I do 10 up to 15 minutes a day of this, and that's every day. And then some days I'll go swimming and I'll do nearly an hour's swimming, but that's part of the whole new lifestyle thing. What I'm talking about here is the advantage, and the advantage comes from getting the exercise in the morning. That sets up the metabolism, it sets up the day, gets the heart and the juices flowing. And then to make that even better and more powerful, I say, as I'm doing my walking, I'm saying what is called an incantation, something that you believe in, something that you go over and over and over again, and eventually it becomes a part of your psyche, and you do this on a regular basis. The particular incantations I use are: every day, in every way, my life is getting better. And the other one, that's on the outward. On the return, the incantation is: every day, in every way, I'm gaining more abundance. And I believe this, and things are happening to prove that that is working. So you can actually do this over 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or an hour. Even if you only do it for 10 minutes, 10 minutes will give you an advantage. If you give it for the hour will give you a superb advantage. Now, I know some of you will say, but I've not got that hour to spare. Well, I'm sorry, but if you don't do it, you ain't going to change. So it's a case of, right, I must do this. I am going to do it. How do I make it happen? So now, with that, armed with that sort of mentality, you put it at the beginning of the day. And if that means you get up an hour earlier, you get up an hour earlier. Instead of lying in bed waiting for the news, I'll just have that extra 5 minutes. That extra 5 minutes that you've taken and spent in bed could be the 5 minutes that change your life. So that's it. Give yourself the advantage. Take that time for yourself. Learn to know yourself. Learn to be who you are. And then when other people come to you with their situations and their stuff, you are better prepared for it. You've got the advantage. So anyway, enough of that. It was only supposed to be a short broadcast. So if you want to know any more, drop me a line, devonlifecoach@gmail.com. Take a look at my website, davebaxterlifecoach.movefruit.com. You can also look at or listen to the broadcasts that we do, which are available on http://coachingradio.podbean.com, and I've also got a Facebook group, which is Coaching Radio, and one for Altered Image Coaching to the Stars. And that's what you are, people. You are stars. Just that you've got to turn your lights on. Take care. Speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.